Well, now, the Steelers have done it. A 10-win season that never happened in the Matt Canada era. So, of course, when you fire him, it's gonna happen. Now, the Texans and the Colts didn't tie last night. So, we need a Jaguars loss or a Bills loss on Sunday to be able to potentially make the postseason. And after that, Steelers gonna get a Super Bowl. And of course, we had a sweep against the Ratbirds. And everything is glorious here in Pittsburgh. Mason Rudolph 3-0 as a starter this year. Could we potentially go all the way? Only one way to find out. Hello, Steelers Nation. Welcome to another episode of Steelcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Steelers fan. But it sure does help. I'm your host, Zach. Steelers gonna get a Super Bowl. Maybe attack. And today, where we break down the Steelers' Week 18 win against the Baltimore Ravens. Week 18 still feels weird to say. But it's whatever. Anyways, so the Steelers getting the job done against the Ravens, backups essentially. Ravens rested not all, but most of their starters in order to rest like the for the playoffs. Signing Dalvin Cook literally right before the game started. So at least Baltimore will have a run game? I don't really know. But there was no Zay Flowers. There was no Lamar Jackson. There was no Marlon Humphrey, I don't think, either. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But Patrick Queen was playing. Gus Edwards was playing. So not all the starters were rested. And some people were like, the Steelers were playing the Ravens JV team. And that's why they won. Otherwise, they wouldn't have. And I tell you what. In Baltimore, it was raining. The ball was wet. Of course, both sides of the ball are going to struggle on both teams. Why? Because the ball is wet. You can't really grip that big of a ball that gets wet. I've tried. I have a Duke ball in my house. You guys have seen me throw it before. And when that ball is wet, it is very hard to throw that thing. So, and they had a wet ball literally the entire game. So, of course, it's not going to be like Mason Rudolph's not going to have another darn near 300-yard performance through the air. Of course not. So that's why they relied a lot on the ground game today. Najee Harris had himself a day. Jalen Warren fumbled a lot, literally. But it's fine. We still got the job done. Can still secure a playoff spot, hopefully by the end of Sunday. If not, after the Jaguars game. If not, I have to wait a whole 6 hours to see if we make it into the postseason. I'm not really looking forward to that. But anyways, can the Steelers make it in the postseason? Yes. Because they got the dub. Now we go over our leaders. Mason Rudolph, 18 of 20, 152 yards and 1 touchdown. Tyler Huntley, 15 of 28, 146 yards and 1 touchdown. Rushing. Najee Harris, 26 carries, 112 yards and a touchdown. Gus Edwards, as the Ravens call him, Gus the Bus, but there's only one bus, and that's Jerome Bettis. 10 carries for 48 yards. Receiving. Deontay Johnson, 4 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 5 receptions, 39 yards. So not a lot of success through the air on both sides of the ball. The only reason Deontay Johnson had 89 yards was because he had a 71-yard touchdown bomb to Deontay. So that's where most of that 89 came from in the first place. Other than that, it was short checkdowns all night, and Najee Harris were running over people. And we still somehow managed to win. It's not shocking. Like I said, Ravens missing most of their starters. We're not going to worry about it. We don't talk about that anymore. Also, the defense. We talked a lot about the offense. We're going to talk about the defense. The Steelers' defense being able to keep Tyler Huntley in check, although it was not that hard considering the circumstances. So they had to contain the run, and they did pretty well. The only big run they let up was when Gus Edwards ran for 29 yards. That was the biggest run they let up the entire night, and that happened during the Ravens' one touchdown drive, and early in the first half. So I'd say Steelers did a pretty good job of containing the Ravens, and we just gotta hope that we have that same production in the postseason, assuming we make it. And I think we can make it. I genuinely think we can make the postseason. So Yinzers, let's hope and pray that the Steelers make it and go all the way. Because Captain Cam might retire in the offseason, and I know no Yinzer here would want that. So, also TJ Watt. TJ Watt got a grade 3 ankle sprain during this game. So we don't know if he's going to be clear to play if we do make the postseason. And if we do make the postseason, our round 1 opponent will more than likely be Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. So that's going to be something to look forward to. They are very banged up, but so are we, so it is going to be kind of a fair matchup. So, yeah. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough ride. Because if we can beat the Dolphins, guess who we play next? And boy, I know we all want to see that. So, Steelers, they gotta ship a ball. And that's all there is to it. Because the bullcrap is real, and Mike Tomlin is a voodoo priest. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who do you have making the postseason? Who has just going to squeak in those last few spots? Let me know. I am your host. My name is Zach Attack. And as always, you're in Steelers country.